This is our debut single, going to radio with, I'm super excited about this song. When you go into a writer's room, you've got all these goals you're trying to hit, you got to get the melody. First you got to have the idea and the hook, and it's so cool going into co-writes because you might have this hook idea, and you're like, this is how I'm singing it. You sing like, hey, I had this verse idea, and you sing something, and then somebody's like, man, that sounds like the chorus to me. It's just really interesting to get these different perspectives when you go in with an idea to co-writers. And I had this idea about, everybody says it's hard finding the right person, but we should write this idea. It's like, you think that's hard, try losing the right person. And so that's kind of what we went with. And like I said, you go in for like the hook idea, the melody, how the music should sound. And my producer and I, for a long time, had this idea that it would just fit to have a piano, cello, strings kind of song just for the type of voice and this type of music that I perform, and it'd be cool to have something like that to kind of stand out from the rest, because I'm very rock influenced, if you can tell by the vocals, and to have this song kind of stand out. And when we wrote this one, I told the guy I wrote with, I was like, this is the piano cello song. And so he put together the demo, and this is what we come up with. This song's called Try Losing One.
It's hard to get a number. It's hard to get that dance. Hard to talk a girl into ditching all her friends. Hard to get that first kiss. It's hard to make one fall. It's hard to get the courage up to give her dad a call. If all that ain't hard enough, try losing one. Try walking through the door of an empty house. Try staring at the wall, pouring whiskey out. Try living with knowing that you let her down. Try trying like hell not to think about that hurt in her eyes as you turn around. If you think finding a girl you can't live without is the hardest thing you've ever done, oh, try losing one. It's hard to come home early when last call comes so late. And pride is hard to swallow, and sorry is hard to say. And taking her for granted is an easy thing to do. And if you want to see the kind of hell a girl can put you through, well, try losing one. Try walking through the door of an empty house. Try staring at the wall, pouring whiskey out. Try living with knowing that you let her down. Try trying like hell not to think about that hurt in her eyes as you turn around. If you think finding a girl you can't live without is the hardest thing you've ever done, well, try losing one. Try losing one. Try missing her every night, holding on, barely getting by. Love like that might be hard to find, but try losing one. Try walking through the door of an empty house. Try staring at the wall, pouring whiskey out. Try living with knowing that you let her down. Try trying like hell not to think about that hurt in her eyes as you turn around. If you think finding a girl you can't live without is the hardest thing you've ever done, well, try